that you have to choose.
Great one. Yeah. Right. So another area I wanted to go into is also mentioned in the question just now. You talk about debating.
Yeah.
So I guess this is also one part of your life that kind of influential to what you do now. Because for me, you are a great communicator, right? You are able to put across ideas in a very, very clear kind of communication. Is that because of your training in terms of debate? Can you tell us about that?
For sure. I think that debating played a huge role in my life. I started debating when I was 16 years old, right? My first time debating. I was a public speaker before, so storyteller, all this kind of stuff. But really, I think the part where you are forced to confront your own limitations of your ideas when you're debating. Because often with other speech formats, public speaking and all that, you're just preparing and you're just speaking in a silo. You speak well, you speak attractively, right? You look good, you probably will win, right? You have a bit of an accent, you'll win, right? But with debating, no, it's basically, do you have a good idea or not? How much is your idea getting shot down or not, right? How can I bring a unique contribution? So that forces you to learn, to consider, to read, to challenge your own perspectives. Because if you have a perspective, you always, as part of debate training, is that you have to always consider that other person is going to rip you up if you don't know how to defend your own ideas. So before they rip you up, you got to rip your own self up and defend your own ideas, right? So it's like a preemptive kind of like thought process. So for me, I think that entire learning and that experience has been so valuable over the years in learning, of course, how to structure my thoughts, structure how I speak, but also in terms of my exposure to knowledge. And I think I've become a significantly different person, over the years as a result of my debate training and of course the exposure that I've had through this community. So yeah, I think I'm not a debater anymore, right? But I think that if anyone has the opportunity to debate, to learn how to do it, and even the philosophy and also the framework of debating, right? I think it's something that's very valuable.
So you would recommend it to all who have a chance to do it in school?
Absolutely.
You have kids, you would
absolutely
make them.
I think it's one of the best activities.
Wow.
And I think that every single person should know how to debate, right? And just to be clear, I don't mean debate just to be annoying, right? And be like, okay, when you say water is wet, and I'll be like, actually no, right? No, I don't mean that. But can you actually accept different ideas, right? Can you take a perspective that you don't agree with, right? That I fundamentally disagree with and defend that idea, right? So I think there was a quote, a mark of an intelligent mind is if you're able to hold opposing thoughts in your mind. I'm paraphrasing, right? But that's essentially it, right? So if you can disagree with something and defend it and see another person's perspective, isn't that what empathy is about? Isn't that what imagination is about? And that's something that's so powerful, right? So this is an activity that literally forces you to do that as a training. Yeah.
This episode of the podcast is brought to you by Giving Hub.